Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Crypto talk with Thomas G.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including E.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including. Got me on Navex and bought me some Joe. Farming go crazy, you know how it goes. Zuby on Phantom, I got a few nodes. Sticking my Rex, you know I'm gon' hold. Getting these calls from the dog pound. Buy my dot for the next round. Now I'm coming up off the compound. Got my drip off the rebound. Getting these calls from the dog pound. Buy my dot for the next round. Now I'm coming up off the compound. Got my drip off the rebound. Crypto talk with Thomas G.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including E.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including E.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including E.
And we're live! Shout out to Maddie Allen. Can't do it well. My voice doesn't go that low. And we're live! There it is. There it is. I nailed it. I think. Close. Welcome. Welcome to R2R live stream episode number 134. Good morning, everybody. Happy Taco Tuesday. I know I got my onion, cilantro, and chicken already lined up for today. It's really Taco Tuesday every day, 7 times a week for me. we eat Mexican food all the time. So happy Taco Tuesday to you guys out there in the crypto space. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube, post notifications, subscribe, drop a comment. You know the drill. If you're on the freedom of speech platform, aka X, Twitter, go follow me, like, and retweet. You know the drill. Everyone knows the drill. All right. So we're going to talk today. Well, remember, not a financial advisor. For damn sure not a professional. This is cryptocurrency. Don't ever allow an influencer on any social media platform out there to influence you when it comes to your decisions. When it comes to cryptocurrency, could get wrecked. Could get rich. Anything could happen. Anything can happen. Tonight we're going to do members only at nighttime. Little nighttime action. I've been switching it up, right? I haven't found a sweet spot. I think Saturday was a good day though. Right? So we'll be talking like price targets, pretty deep across pulse chain, across the board. I was even saying it this morning. Let's take a look here. People are going to start taking me serious when Bitcoin goes below 70,000. But when it goes below 70,000, it's not going to stop there. It's okay. Opportunity's coming. I don't find it like a bear market a horrible thing. Opportunity, right? What's up, Omach? How's it going? Yep, bro, I can't buy land on petroleum. Sold out. Yeah, you got to buy it on PaintSwap. I got you soon here. I'll show you. Hey, man, whatever happened with Titan X? Did you have a falling out with the founders or something? Dude, that happened like a long time ago. The community had a fallout with me because on the way to the top, I was like, bro, we're about to peak and we don't have any new users. So we can't go any further. We're going to crash. I went on and on about it. The community hated me for it. And what happened? What happened? Nostradamus strikes again. Buy land on PaintSwap. Prices through the roof, though. Good luck. I know, right? What's up, EDX? Yo. What's up at R2R? What you doing, my boy? We're on a stream. Let's go. Adrian Kent, what's up? Little Cryptita on Pulse Chain. Thank you for being here. What's going on? I like night stream from R2R, in my opinion. Keep Crypto Talk going. Yeah, we're going to do the members only. If you guys are not a member, links in the description. How to join that for a coffee once per month, $2.99. Get the extra content. And we'll cover, my price points for everything across the board tonight. I think it's important to plan. I plan for the worst always, and I think that just keeps me, ready for anything. And if the worst doesn't happen, great. It doesn't matter. Then you have extra food right? And you prepare, oh, we're going to have an earthquake or something. You know, this might happen. And an EMP, and you're ready to go good. If not, you got some extra supplies. And that I do. The bear market, always prepare. Let's see, the S&P 500. It's funny because after yesterday, right, we'll go to Yahoo. Now you're seeing stocks soar on trade hopes. Trump appears open in trade talks with some countries. The major indexes headed for their best days in years. You think that there's 5D chess going on with Richard Hart and all that stuff, which, you know, I don't see a whole lot of 5D chess with his Ethereum buy at the top and all that stuff and everything that's gone on with the chain for 2 years, not mention it, PDI exploit, all that. But we saw a crazy shakeout yesterday to about 4,800 points on the S&P 500. Let's look at it today. What? Did they shake that? I don't know what's going on there. This is just a rigged casino. All of it. All of it. You can read between the lines, you can make some money. That's what I believe. How are you going to feel if the bull isn't over and we go massively bullish in quarter 3 or quarter 4? I'm going to feel good because I'm prepared either way. So to answer your question, I'd feel great. Great. That would be awesome. I hope it does. The question is how are you going to feel if the bull is over? But let's identify any proof you have. You can put it in the comments that we didn't just have a bull market. Bitcoin went to $109,000. Did it not? $40,000 past its previous all-time high? Did it not do that? Or am I losing my mind? Did a lot of other cryptocurrencies go to their all-time high? Yes. Did we have a massive meme coin season on Ethereum and a bigger one on Solana that harvested billions of dollars of market cap and made millionaires to people that were new to crypto? Yes. So you got to think. It's 50-50 according to Grok. I'm going to feel depressed if it's over. Did you know that Grok is not like Chat GPT? Grok actually analyzes and funnels through everybody's tweets. So once it filters through all the tweets that are going on the X platform, if 50% of people believe that we're in a bull market versus 50% of people believe we're in a bear, it's going to give you those stats based off the collective data on its platform. It's designed to go off the information it feeds from the X platform. Now, if you go to purchase the Chat GPT and all the premiums out there and you ask it these questions, you're going to start to realize there's a major discrepancy with what's going on with Grok because Grok doesn't know any better. It's not true AI when it comes to artificial intelligence as a whole. It's based off user tweets. It's weird. You'll see. Alts are so low, and yet it feels they can go way lower. Just keep stacking oil from Sonic off Petro and CBD Patrol. Hey, bro, let's get into that in a minute here, right? If you look at Bitcoin right now, well, let's go measure this. Bitcoin's previous all-time high, right, was here. November 21st, 66,000, 2021. Yeah. Damn. We went about 40,000 above. That's crazy. And then the cycle ends this year, heading into the bottom of the bear. You go into the bull. We finish the cycle at the top of the bull into the bear. This is somewhat 22. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, was it? Yeah, we already went past that 22, 23, 24. Yeah, it's 3.5 years ago. We're at the later end of the cycle here. The bull run is done. I don't know what else to say. I know you don't like tying X anymore, but a buy here is pretty nice if V1 gets activated. No comment. But let's get on with the show. So Bitcoin, I would imagine, when are we? Not even mid-April. Oh gosh. Some of you guys are going to be with your Easter baskets out with all your kids and family, and you're going to be looking at your phones going, whoa. Bitcoin, I believe, in the very near future, heading into summer especially, you know, we'll see massive dips heading into the summer where people take their vacation profits, come back in August, late August, early September, reinvest back into the markets around these times of the cycle especially. I feel like by the end of the month, we will be below 70,000. Once it goes below 70,000, it'll be enough confirmations to get the bulls to wake up and think, okay, I was wrong. We're not in a super cycle. This was a stupid cycle, they're going to think. And it's good because the thing that's tricking everybody is the fact that Ethereum didn't go to all-time high. But I explain that all the time, why it's not. It's diluted. The tech sucks. Solana beat them, volume, everything. There's a lot of things that, you know, evolve over time as far as tech that will do stuff like this. Go look at Litecoin, IOTA, all the other techs that didn't make it. Ethereum brought to us smart contracts. And the thing about that is people were able to innovate that with a much more quicker, efficient blockchain. It's a wrap, right? Wall Street's going to build all around Solana and tokenize. Ethereum will still have a small market share of that. You like it or love it, whatever. It is what it is. So when Bitcoin goes below $70,000, I think like you can start doing that towards the middle of the month, heading lower. And then when we start May, you know, Cinco de Mayo, I think of dates like this. On Cinco de Mayo, I'm going to be eating some bomb Mexican food. I'm going to be looking like at a $65,000 Bitcoin. Going, all right, I'm glad I prepared. Talking about pulse numbers, the members only, you know, targets that I'm going to be looking for because obviously we'll bleed out a little bit more. But Pulse Chain, to be 100% honest with you, is already front running the bear market. So we should bottom out there before everything else bottoms out, which we front run what they were saying was the bull market when we got the injection from RH in 2024, February, March. And it only sent us up to SAC price. So that was your bull market for Pulse Chain. Close to SAC price, right? Is what it is. We had the SEC had the chain on the chokehold. It wasn't a good place to be in, ultimately. Let's see. Beast mode. I'm going to use one day to paint myself. Whooped. Beast mode. Oh, I see what you're saying. Shy is popping on Solana. I hope you didn't sell. I still have a bag. I haven't looked at any of my bags in Solana other than I go in and look at my points because I'm farming for the airdrop over there on that end. If the S&P 500 is truly bearish and we're entering recession, it's possible to have 10 years or so of no new all-time high. Yeah, nothing's set in stone, but we were supposed to correct years ago, including Bitcoin. Pulse Chain is front running the bottom of the market. Yeah, it really is. I think you got to thank the SEC for that too as well, putting their foot back on our neck. So it's closest to the bottom. It's been at the bottom, right? And when the market starts to take more, it doesn't have much more to go, right? There's going to be a lot of like support at the bottom. I would anticipate. I don't talk about it later. Sol did well because of the meme season, not because it's such good tech. Yeah, we're not talking about the tech right now in Solana, but it is better tech, and it is because of memes. So when I say that is we're going to be evolving into another 4-year cycle, and the tech actually is the reason why it had a good meme cycle, because it doesn't make sense for a user to pay $3, $4, $5 for a transaction when the greatest and best onboarding tool has been Solana for dirt cheap. dirt cheap. I already told you I had a 53-year-old onboard who went on Ethereum, burnt his gas on a few transactions, and was like, I'm stuck. I had to send him ETH. Then he researched Solana, and he was playing meme tokens. He's not even computer savvy. So their onboarding system was great, and it was super cheap. It made sense. When somebody swipes their ATM, right, and they're at a liquor store, they got that transaction fee for using a credit card or your debit card, it's small. But if you went down the street to buy your bottle of liquor and homie charged you $5, you're like, I'm never coming back to the store again. It doesn't make sense to buy my vodka here with the 50-cent, transaction fee versus $5. That's the reality of it. One human being and this environment on a global scale wants to do that. As good as I do, as much as I paid on an Ethereum gas fee, if I went to a liquor store and it was $1.50 to use my debit card versus cash, which some are expensive, but the homie down the street was 75 cents, that person's you're gonna continue to go where it's at, right? And when you're trading memes, you're gonna go there. So the tech isn't the reason why. It is. It's faster. It's cheaper. But the tech has yet to really demonstrate across the board. We're going to see that because who was talking about it? Wall Street, the big players are already saying we're going to tokenize stocks on Solana. Ethereum could never scale it. Want to know why? Remember Jack Levin's Zenbits? Broke it. Remember when he did the Pulse Chain? Broke it. There you have it. There you have it. I'm holding my Pulse, collecting them like pugs. ETH is a new Bitcoin going to be used for store value in the future. Yeah, it's a tech asset, so it's not store value. It is meant to be built on. So if we can build on something better that's cheaper, why wouldn't you? So let's go look at my number one printer on Sonic. Damn. I didn't think when I first got in this that I would be saying this thing is a damn printer. I really did. I really didn't. Let me go look before we get into my plot. Let's go look at the stats that you can find on Twitter right now. It blows my mind, right? Like we go to PaintSwap right now, and they've just posted this 5 hours ago. Number one NFT volume collection for selling plots is like 130,000 above itself. So it's a number one spot for petroleum plots, which we're going to look at. But the petroleum CBDs is ranked second. So it's literally in first and second place, well above third place and the rest of them, right? And like SwapX, they're voting. That was supposed to have like mass utility and all that. People are earning and all that. So you would think it'd be trading. No, not at number one. It's petroleum plots by like 2x the rest of these. The one that's even close to the second place of its own brand, which this is petroleum, right? Their new CBDs. It's 136. Then it goes up another 130 for the plots. Trade volume. This has turned out to be the number one GameFi platform project that launched on Solana first. It's going to be number one. I think it's like the one and only. But they've done some things that are like different. So I didn't think this was going to happen. I was just like, I asked a few people about it. They're like Ponzi, this and that. I think I underestimated what they had planned here to do. So take a look here. I'm earning right now because of my pumps. I have max pumps on this of 94 pumps. If they're all repaired, I'd be earning more. But right now, until I repair them all, because there's quite a bit that are clogged, I'm earning 29.41 sea oil right now per one that's not clogged. So that's 1,411 per day. So that's roughly $606 per day in crude oil I make, right? at full capacity, which I'll be there in the next couple of days, I'll have them all fixed, and then I'll have my upgrades at the price of 43 cents per oil, right? I would have to do 94 times 29.41. That would be roughly, and I haven't got my final bonus yet, $1,188 per day. So I have one more bonus to go up on. The daily ROI is still 58.81%, right? That hasn't changed. But like, for example, here I'm at 85. I'm like, I already have 85. I just did some upgrades, right? Let's see if I have any sitting in the truck here. So yeah, I can just about collect in a minute here and fix 2 clogged ones. Once I got them all fixed around the clock at the same time, it's going to be printing. But I'm maxed out on my generator, right? 45%. I need to come here and take care of a few upgrades once I get some of these bad boys unclogged, right? Once I do that, I got one more. This is going to cost me 500 oil. So I plan on unclogging a bunch today, and then tomorrow, and then wake up after I've caught up and do this upgrade. Then I'll reduce the clog with these upgrades. I got a 500 oil sea oil upgrade here to do for the final 45% boost on the overall plot production. So that's going to send me up another 15% of what I can earn total. And the reduction. I got one more 250 upgrade, one more 500, and then the refinery is how you would cash out. So I can upgrade these so that when I refine the sea oil to oil, so I could sell it or go put it to work. That's going to be a 100 upgrade, 250, 500. I didn't think I was going to like have the strike this kind of luck. Like, it was really bad luck with medieval. Farming Sonic points has been like boring, but I'm doing it. Like, if I go to the silo, I did a members only video on my leverage point farming. I farmed about 62,340 silo points since that video. It's just doing it like clockwork with my loan sitting there. I don't have to do anything. I can pad the loan. I can add more to it, borrow more, whatever it may be. But this turned out to be the most exciting investment I have on here, right? So I just didn't anticipate that. Just a $10 million buy in Hex is the 67x. What the F? Yeah, I've seen that calculator. It doesn't calculate when somebody has a huge bag that sells into it. So there's going to be sell pressure the entire time. You'd be lucky that if you run to your computer in time for a 10x, you know how many people are going to be there to sell during the 10x? If that type of capital came in. But the sentiment of Pulse Chain is changing because everybody was like, just wait till Sack Daddy comes in. Wait till Sack Daddy. Wait till Sack Daddy. You talk about the Sack Daddy that bought the top with $645 million of SAC funds and it's down almost 60%? Are you talking about the same Sack Daddy that for the past 2 years never paid for a decent block explorer? Because it's expensive, was too cheap to do that. So where's the capital going to come from where the community is choking each other right now at each other's throats? And you read about PDI, there's an extraction and an exploit happening. There's a whole lot of things that have to flush out. And then if Ethereum goes back up, which I don't believe it'll ever hit all-time high, you know, we can have some capital and we can fight against that with sell pressure and buy pressure. But right now, things have to get worse before they get better. That's all I'll say. Was late on the 1,000 oil estate, but in on the 500 oil estate, max 3 per wallet paid as if you have 4,000 oil accumulated interest from Bank Petro. Damn. Do you think EHEX will reach parity with PHEX and why? Yeah. Bro, you have a bulldog face. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Let me take a look here because somebody was like, I can't buy right now. I can't buy. Yeah, well, if you go to Paint Swap, this is the only spot you can buy a plot. They're sold out. They've been sold out for a while to go have a plot, but they're sky high right now. They're on high demand because they're printing for one, right? I could make the $1,100 per day at the price they're at now, and I'm not even at a max bonus level 3, and my clog hasn't been upgraded to from 1, 2, and 3, so I can print harder, and they're not selling for cheap anymore. People realize how much money you can print with these things. Like the cheapest one you can get is like the lowest plot layout here for 500S. I can't believe it. Oh shoot. Let me just big screen that. So for 500S, every live stream, I think when I hit the table, the camera goes off. But then it works when I start it over again. I don't know why. Okay. So yeah, I don't even have my plot for sale. This is the only spot you can get them. And it ain't cheap. And I've been saying it. You could have came here a week ago when I was like, hey, check it out, and bought like one of these or one of these for 75% the price it is today. These were selling for 200, 100, you know. And let's go to their Twitter. I want to see, because they're hinting at something else that's going to be added and they're going to be doing. Good morning, fam. What's going on? What's going on? Sonic Labs team is ready for global domination. Okay, so they're retweeting this. Here's right here, like something's coming. Coming soon to add Sonic Labs for all futures. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Something's coming, and they follow this Twitter too. Papanoio has never been this profitable. Becoming a shake? I don't know. Isn't it just a flex? It's a payday. So partnership, in addition to what we have going on now, it looks like that's coming soon. Welcome to Moon City, my submission to the 3D plot contest. Moon City. Yeah, this is. I'm just glad I got my plot early, and I'm damn near close to full upgrades. You know, if you didn't, you know, you're gonna have to take the risk of look at the activity here. Let's see what people have bought and what they listed. This one sold for 300S. Let's see other purchases. These are the cheapest ones right now, and they're the lowest with the lowest bonus and all that too. So to me, that was expensive. They were selling for like 50S 2 weeks ago. Wouldn't that have been crazy if we get like another Bored Ape Yacht Club swing here? This one sold for 3.35S. The petroleum land, this plot here. And you can see what they have too. Like this guy's got all 94 pumps going. So this is a good plot. 90% total boost. Yeah, he put in the work. I could list mine, right? 60% boost because I got one more upgrade. We got all my Derrick towers, my Neo Derrick towers, oil pumps, 94. Mine's gassed up. Mine is definitely gassed up. You're balling with oil, my boy. Keep printing and knowing we're really talking about oil. Yeah. No one is saying diddly squat. They're starting to on Twitter. I needed to unclog at least 2 right now because I think I can. Which is funny because the amount that you start earning when you're full blown, like with your upgrades and all that, it's a really good printer. So I figured once I start printing, you know, cash out, same strategy I do with like my pulse chain printers, put some to work, and like, you know, whether it be SwapX or Shadow, I still want to farm points because we can do that until June when the airdrop happens. But let me collect this, and then I always got to do a refresh, right? And I'm just showing you what I do. I go, okay, where am I at? 1411. All right. I have over 100. I can unclog 2 of these bad boys right now. And then you can see and then I go and look at the stats, and you can see it go up. Let me repair. Whoop. So I'm just going to keep up with this one all day. When I get that, I'll wait till Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, do the 3rd upgrade. Then we refresh. The 1411, now that's went to 1470. So I have quite a bit to upgrade. But that 15% bonus is going to help. I'm going to spend 2 more days unclogging. As I unclog, there will be ones that start to clog. But I'm going to hit the bonus so that at the very least, I get the 15% bonus on the level 3 upgrade. So 15% bonus on this amount here, right? The 1470. What is that? An extra 147 plus 70. It's like 215 extra seed oil per day. And then the reduction, because of whatever's clogged, reduces the amount that you earn per day. This will be from a 35% and 20% instead of 50 reduction to 0 instead. This maxed out right here is going to be important, but this right here so that I can earn the oil to spend, and then this is the cash out upgrade here. It makes it so you can get your money quicker, refining that oil from sea oil to oil. So I like a week, right? I'm like, oh, price stay the same or go up. If it goes up, I'll be really happy. Really happy. So are you most bullish on EHEX right now out of all the RH coins? Yeah, I like EHEX. Definitely. I want to see, I'm tempted to sit here and try and find a plot, right? At some point. But they are so expensive. Let's go look at the other ones. The CBDs. I heard these ones went up like 5x. Oh man! Some of you guys, I got a message from homie from R2R was like, "Yo, bro, I just scooped up a few. You want one?" I was like, "Yeah." But I never got back to him. I was like, bro, and then I thought about it, like, I'm not gonna ask him for one. Like, I wasn't at my PC. To get one. I didn't get one. He got one. Like, he's got to reap the benefit of being there on target on time. He can flip that plot right now. For what, a 5x? Holy smokes. What's the best one out there? The Grand Estate, the Standard Estate, the Prime Estates. Oh, man. Look at the activity. So these sold out really, really fast. Like really fast. I was pretty shocked. It didn't give me a moment to sit at the PC and buy one. By the time I got there, I was like, there ain't nothing. You get points from Petroleum Land as well. Yeah, you do. You get Sonic points from this. You see these points up here? These Petro Gems? At some point, you're going to be able to burn them for your Sonic airdrop points. And I haven't been putting extra capital. I started off with like $600 in Sonic. Just been using the rewards to build this the entire time. So 94 plots from like my original I bought were like 5 or 6. I think it was like 5, something like that. Let's call it 6. 88 plots paid for itself. That's 4,400 sea oil just from taking the rewards and stacking them. That's a beautiful thing. Sold out in hours. What's up, fam? What's going on? Yeah. So that was awesome. I was away from the laptop. Yeah, I was with my kids, doing the dad thing. Doing the dad thing. You know how it is. But yeah, tonight we'll do members only. I'm trying like 845-ish, right? We'll come here and I'll give you my price targets for, what I feel like I want to be able to achieve is buying Pulse X at a discount, Pulse, Ink, people say PI is going to $1. I have reason to believe now that what you're going to see and what you're already seeing is 9-Iron Capital was understanding that a lot of the narrative that he put together recently, just like the narrative he put together at the previous all-time high, December of 2024, when it came to the voting, died. He spun up a new narrative. We're seeing the Willy Flop auctions, all the flogging, all of that not panning out, right? We're still seeing somebody extracting, not minting, right? He's extracting. There's a difference between an exploit and the way it works. It's working the way it's supposed to work. There's a difference between minting and extracting PI at a very, very low discount and selling and leaving the chain. Language is wrong here at the moment. That's why people are like, you're wrong, right? So don't give them that. But the events that are unfolding right now as we speak, 9-Iron Capital is going to be doing he's going to spin up a new narrative. He's done it every single time. And I've been following him into every narrative until I'm catching on to some things. And I've had some further evidence of what really is going on here with him in a group. And I'm starting to realize, okay, homie either is part of the scam, being scammed, believes in it, is going down with the ship, or he's trying to continue to spin up new narratives to keep it alive. I feel we're very close to washing this out or it going to $1. Very close to, right? But every time a narrative dies and he spins up something new, I have to be keeping up with him, but I can guarantee you he's spinning up something right now because things are not adding up. There's going to be a whole new full force campaign of something new. He's done it since the beginning of time. And I fell off the wagon with believing it after the event in December. And I started to analyze and stop being so damn biased. Like, I need this to go to $1 to like, hold on. Never seen his voice. Never seen his face. Never heard his voice. Narrative after narrative is dying. What's going on here? And every time that happens, he spins up a whole new thing of like, oh, you'll go see, go look. Oh, I just discovered this, and here's how it's going to happen. Something strange about that. I don't know. But we'll go over those tonight. Don't forget the comment like button. Drop a comment. Until next time. Yeah, dog.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Crypto talk with Thomas G.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including E.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including got me on Avex and bought me some Joe. Farming go crazy, you know how it goes. Zoopy on Phantom, I got a few nodes. Sticking my Rex, you know I'm gon' hold. Getting these calls from the dog pound. Buy my dot for the next round. Now I'm coming up off the compound. Got my drip off the rebound. Getting these calls from the dog pound. Buy my dot for the next round. Now I'm coming up off the compound. Got my drip off the rebound. Crypto talk with Thomas G.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including